Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. In a new court filing, Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Tank Davis reported that his mansion in Florida was burglarized and ransacked after a judge revoked his home detention sentence for staying without permission at a Four Seasons hotel and a $3.4 million penthouse condo that he bought in Silla Point. Michael Tomko, Davis' attorney, wrote that personal belongings, including prized boxing regalia and several collector's automobiles, were stolen from his client's home in Parkland, Florida. The Broward County Sheriff's Office, he said, is investigating to determine the possible existence of other threats. In an email, Miranda Grossman, public information officer for the Broward County Sheriff's Office, wrote that it is investigating a burglary that happened on June 2nd on Davis' blog. The case, she said, is active and ongoing. Our social media has submitted a Florida Public Records law request for the police report. Last week, Baltimore Circuit Judge Arthur M. Handy held a hearing after learning that Davis had been staying at the hotel and condo without court permission, and ordered sheriff's deputies to immediately take him into custody. Handy had sentenced him to 90 days at home detention plus 3 years probation for a hit-and-run that injured 4 people, injuring a pregnant woman, on November 5, 2020. Davis was supposed to stay at the home of his coach and trainer Calvin Ford in Baltimore, but Tomko said that house could not accommodate his client's security team. He later filed a supplemental motion for sentence modification in which he wrote that the life of a world-renowned athlete is rife with tremendous security concerns. Tomko asked the judge to grant a hearing and revisit her decision to revoke the home detention sentence. He filed the new court document to inform her of an extreme example of this anticipated security threat, the burglary. Your counsel has either visited or spoken on the phone with the defendant every day, asking him to focus on what he has the power to do during this term of incarceration, Tomko wrote in court documents, and that is simply to reflect on the nature of his offense and the mistake that the court highlighted. Following the hearing, Davis did live during which he called Handy crazy from the Baltimore Central Booking and Intake Center and stated that she looked me up. Bob Arum offers Devin Haney 3 options for his next opponent. That's a huge fight. Bob Arum has revealed that he has 3 fights he can offer undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney following his victory. Haney's deal with Arum's top rank concluded after the fight, meaning the Dream has full regency on whether he wants to remain with them for his next outing or look elsewhere. Arum detailed the options he would present to Haney's father Bill Haney whilst appearing on the 3 knockdown rule. 1 may be the winner of Taylor and Teofimo Lopez at 140 pounds, if he wants to go up in weight. Secondly, there is a fight with Shakur Stevenson that would be massive. Everyone would want to see that fight. And third is the rematch. If Bill Haney comes to New York for the Taylor vs Teofimo Lopez fight, I will sit with him. He is a very intelligent guy and we will discuss all the options that we at Top Rank can offer. Then he will have to weigh it against what every other promoter can offer and decide what they want to do next. We've enjoyed promoting Devin and we hope it continues. Shakur Stevenson unimpressed with Jermaine Artis, I would beat the fucking out of him. It isn't every day that Shakur Stevenson finds his name on the tip of someone's tongue. The reason is a simple one, he is really good. No matter who is stood across the ring from him, the former Olympic silver medalist has effortlessly carved up his competition. But while he is dominated from 126 to now 135 pounds, Jermaine Ortiz is not unnerved over the possibility of facing him. In fact, if the decision were solely up to the 26-year-old, he would gladly take on Stevenson next. Far from loquacious, Stevenson has mostly kept his thoughts to himself. However, while he has refrained from engaging Ortiz, Stevenson did admit that he would love the opportunity to shut his mouth for good. Jermaine Ortiz talked real crazy, Stevenson said. I would want to put him in his place. Ortiz, in all likelihood, will push for a Stevenson showdown sooner rather than later. When last seen, the Puerto Rican native may have witnessed his undefeated record fall, but he took pride in watching his stock rise. On October 29, 2022, the 26-year-old fought a close and tactical bout, although he believed that he did just enough to KO out the victory. Ortiz was forced to deal with the sting of his first defeat. Contentious scorecards aside, Ortiz's intellect and overall skills were on full display, forcing the rest of the lightweight division to take notice. Stevenson, however, is not overly impressed with what Ortiz brings to the table. While he's had just one bout to get comfortable in his new weight class, Stevenson proved that competing at the highest level, at 135 pounds, won't be much of an issue. Just a few short months ago, the former Unify champion at 138 pounds easily took care of business against Shoichiro Yoshino, stopping the fringe contender in the 6th round. On paper, Ortiz would ostensibly be a much more difficult test. Nevertheless, Stevenson wholeheartedly believed that a matchup between himself and Ortiz would be one-way traffic. I would beat the fucking out of him. I'm gonna beat him so bad. He don't understand what he talking himself into. Both Stevenson and Ortiz are promoted by Top Rank. Ortiz will make his Top Rank debut this Saturday night in New York City as part of the undercard to the Josh Taylor vs. Teofimo Lopez showdown at the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden. Gervonta Davis' trainer Calvin Ford has provided an update on his fighter's recent jail sentence and how he is coping. Davis stood trial early this year for a hit-and-run case back in 2020 and was ordered by a judge to serve 90 days home detention from May 5, as well as community service, probation, and other programs. The verdict came just weeks after a career-best win over Ryan Garcia, in which Gervonta Davis showed patience, power, and perhaps most importantly, superstars qualities. Proclaiming himself as the face of boxing was not hindered much by the judge's order, given that he avoided jail time, but that changed this week when he was called in for an impromptu hearing for a reported violent and off terms. He is now set to serve the rest of his 3-month detention behind bars, and currently resides in Baltimore County Jail. Despite the situation, Calvin Ford said that likes how things have played out and that his fighter is in a good place mentally. Tank doing fine, he is mental good, he enjoying life, he needed this. How can I say it? He is fasting right now. It's good for him. I said it's a chance to think about stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.